Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the beginning of the week technical analysis. I am your main man, Mr. Levels, aka Hop, aka Tips, aka It's Up There. You know? So, I don't know if you guys can hear me. Hold on, I need to do a quick mic check. Sorry about this, guys. Let me do a check. Okay. Right. Sound good. We sound good. Okay, so we're going to get right into the beginning of the week technical analysis. As always, let me give a quick disclaimer. This is not financial advice. Everything that I share throughout this analysis is for educational purposes only. I repeat, this is in no way financial advice. Any and everything that I share throughout this analysis is for educational purposes only. Cool beans? Cool beans. Make sure I'm sharing the right screen. Okay, cool beans. Let's get into it. Cool beans, guys. So looking at the dollar index, looking back over last week analysis, if we go back to the midweek analysis, because that was the last analysis that I gave you guys, um, I told you guys that I wanted to see the dollar push on up to, excuse me, to run the monthly buy side liquidity, right? Wednesday we was here. And I told you guys that we would allot for a pullback. I didn't really want to see us pull back below this swing high here, right? And we didn't close below it, right? We went down into the daily fair value gap one more time, right? And then Friday we closed here, and today we wicked down inside the daily fair value gap, right? And we closed back above that swing high again, right? That makes me believe that the dollar is indeed bullish and is going to continue to push higher to run that monthly buy side liquidity. So what I'm expecting is tomorrow, what's tomorrow? Tuesday, Wednesday, we push up heavy, right? We push up hard. We have Fed Chair Jerome Powell speaking tomorrow. So I think with the Fed Chair speaking, we also have job numbers tomorrow. Um, and then we have high impacting news. Let's just look again. I know we have, like I said, the Fed Chair speaking tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. 10, we have Joe's Jobs, like I said. Wednesday, we definitely have non-farm unemployment change along with unemployment claims and ISM services PMI and FOMC meetings at 2 p.m. on Wednesday. So I think those are going to be the news catalysts that push us higher for the dollar to get us to go ahead and run that monthly buy side liquidity. And I also think those news items are going to be the catalyst that we need to push currencies and futures lower. So with that being said, let's move right along to Euro USD and look at our currency pairs that we trade. I told you guys last week that I wanted to see Euro USD come down and run this monthly sell side liquidity because we understand that Euro and the pound and NZD, USD, they all move inversely correlated with the dollar, meaning they move in the opposite direction. So with us expecting the dollar to run that monthly buy side liquidity, of course, we are expecting pairs like Euro USD to run its monthly sell side liquidity. And I have to add new monthly levels to my chart, being that we are in a new month. So this will be the last day that we see these monthly PD array levels. Tonight after the call, or maybe tomorrow sometime, we'll be adding the new previous month's PD array levels. Okay, cool beans, cool beans. But with that said, I do expect the dollar to continue higher. So with that being said, I do expect Euro USD to run lower tomorrow and Wednesday, right? And we know Thursday is typically a pullback day. So what I'm expecting out of the markets this week is for us to run hard and heavy tomorrow and Wednesday when we have those high impacting news items to release. And then on Thursday for us to get a pullback out of the trend that we have been in for the last 2 days on Tuesday and Wednesday. That makes sense. So I expect us to be trending tomorrow and Wednesday in one direction, right? And whatever direction that is, on Thursday, I expect us to get a pullback out of that trend. So if we're trending up, I expect us to pull down Thursday. If we're trending down, I expect us to pull back up Thursday. Cool beans, cool beans. So that's what I'm expecting out of Euro USD. I want to see this monthly sell side liquidity rent as well as with GBP USD. I want to see us run this monthly sell side liquidity. And I think the heavy news that we have this week is going to be the catalyst to give us that run lower in currencies. And same thing with NZD USD. I want to see us run lower to run down into these monthly PD arrays. As you can see, NZD discount PD arrays is sitting fairly lower than GBP. See how close discount arrays is, and sell side liquidity is on the pound and especially euro, right? It's real close. As a matter of fact, we're already at the monthly discount PD arrays for Euro USD, right? So we're already sitting on those levels. So I really expect us to just drop like a knife, you know, through that monthly sell side liquidity for Euro USD. And I would like to see us run lower on the pound as well. I don't know if we get to the monthly sell side liquidity on the pound either, because it is about 200 pips from current price, but we could see that with two back-to-back high impacting news days. So we could easily see 100 pips tomorrow and then another 100 pips Wednesday. And then, like I said, Thursday give us a pullback day. Cool beans, cool beans. And with NZD USD, you can see that monthly sell side liquidity is like 200 something pips away. And the monthly discount PD arrays is like 80 to 100 pips. So we can very well get that with the back-to-back high impact news days. So that's what my analysis calls for. I want to see currencies run lower this week to the sell side. I expect to see the dollar index run higher. Last but not least, futures. I would like to see us run lower for ES, right? I want to see us come down into these weekly PD arrays, right? Down into this imbalance that we still see here, right? It's a little bit of imbalance left between this candle's low and this candle's high, right? At first, it was this candle's low and this candle's high, right? And then we had this wick pull down into that, but it didn't fill it in. So I would like to see price delivered efficiently through this imbalance down to these weekly discount array levels. And then Thursday, maybe give us a pullback because Thursdays typically tend to be pullback days. Cool beans, cool beans. So that's what I'm expecting out of ES this week, and as well as NQ. I would like to see us now pay attention to this daily fair value gap, right? We came down through it, pushed back up through it, right? But never closed back above that fair value gap, right? Ran back up through this premium PD array level on Thursday's candle from June the 20th. We ran through that Friday, right? But we still came back down inside this daily fair value gap and barely closed above the 50% mark of this fair value gap, which is coined by Michael Huddleston as consequent encroachment, right? So we never closed back above consequent encroachment of that, barely closed above it on Thursday, right? Barely. And then Friday we closed below it. Today we closed right below it, and you can see price opened up right on it. And so I expect to see us run lower. I would like to see price for NQ deliver efficiently down to this daily to these daily PD array levels from last Tuesday's price action. This daily candle here last Tuesday. Cool beans, cool beans. And if we do break back above the upper level of this fair value gap, then I will take a buy for us to run this daily outside liquidity and for NQ to continue higher, as well um as ES if we close back above this daily fair value gap, right? Cool beans, cool beans. Well, that will pretty much conclude the beginning of the week technical analysis. If these analyses add any value to you guys' life whatsoever, please feel free to like, share, and most of all, subscribe to the YouTube channel. It really helps out a lot, guys. It really does. It gives me motivation to continue to do these analysis, and just makes me feel like I'm adding value to the community. So with that being said, I appreciate you guys coming out tonight, tuning in, getting this knowledge and empowering yourselves. Let your family and friends know you love them while they still here, please. And as always, peace and love, everybody. You know